Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some of my favorite paranormal romances for you. You guys probably know that urban fantasy is one of my favorite genres of any type of book to read. So paranormal romance is kind of a subgenre of urban fantasy. So today we've got a few of my favorites. So the first one we're going to talk about today is True Blood, or the Sookie Stackhouse books. For those of you who don't know, this book series was turned into a television series that didn't quite follow the books. True Blood follows Sookie Stackhouse, and she is a small-time cocktail waitress in a small town Louisiana, and Sookie is different. So she is a psychic. She can read people's minds, and in this world vampires are out and so are supernatural creatures. And one day a vampire named Bill moves into the house across the way from Sookie's, and it's pretty much, they have a really good romance for, you know, probably first few books in this. So if you guys have read this series, probably most of you have, because it's been out for a while. So you know there's like three main ships for Sookie, and that is Sookie and Bill, Sookie and Eric, and Sookie and Sam. And I loved all three ships. They all had their, you know, equal sexy times, and I really liked their dynamics together. They also all had their drawbacks, and you know, I'm happy with the way that the series ended. But this is one of my favorites, and I just really like the small town, you know, set in the South with vampires and weird creatures, and it's just really fun. So this next one is probably a little different from what I would normally read, and that is the first book in the Roaring Twenties novels. So this one follows Ida Palmer. You know, she is a psychic medium, so she can talk to ghosts, she can see ghosts, she can talk to them, and it's really interesting. And this book series, it follows the Magnuson siblings, and each book is about a different sibling. And I really love this series. I love the weird shenanigans that happen. I love all the weird magic kind of stuff that goes on. And it is truly a paranormal romance. This one deals a lot with ghosts and like weird magic. It's just really, really fun. All right, so this next one in this paranormal romance recommendation is Tempest Rising. This is the first book in the Tempest series, I think is what it's called, or the Jane True series. So this one is also set in another small town. So this one is such a really fun urban fantasy paranormal romance. So this follows Jane True, and she's always just been kind of an oddball in this tiny town. Jane goes swimming in the freezing Atlantic Ocean every night and somehow figures out, you know, that she's only half human and selkie, and this all comes to light in a very weird way. From there, Jane is just kind of thrust into this world of supernatural creatures, and you know, these supernatural creatures have been like keeping an eye on her to make sure, you know, things don't go astray. And it's just a really interesting like supernatural romance I love. So Jane and Anion are probably one of my favorite couples from an urban fantasy paranormal romance book. And I really love this book series. It's just so cute. So the next book in this recommendations for you is going to be Kindling the Moon. This is the first book in the Arcadia Bell series. So this follows Arcadia Bell. She's a bartender, but she's also kind of on the run from her occultist parents, and she's this like renegade magician, and she runs a bar that's frequented by demons, and it's just such a really fun romance. She falls in love with a demonologist who also happens to be a demon, and his son, and like she falls in love with this teeny tiny little family, and it's just so cute, and they fall in love, and it's just such a really great like paranormal romance. And there's some mystery elements thrown in there, and there's demons, and it's just such a fun, interesting book series. So then the last book on today's recommendation would have to be Wolfsong. This is one of my favorite paranormal type romances. It's a werewolf romance. It's an LGBTQ werewolf romance, and I just love this. It's just so like, it's amazing, and it's heartbreaking, and it's such a good romance. Like, if you guys want to know more about this book, I will leave a link to my review for it because I talk a lot about it. Anyway, this book was really, really awesome, and it's one of my favorite paranormal urban fantasy romance type books. And it's not just a romance. It's like a lot of family drama and pack dynamics and friendship goals and like all sorts of fun stuff. All right, so those are some of my favorite paranormal romance reads. Do you guys read paranormal romance books? If you do and you have some suggestions for books I should read, let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.